I've made it to the studio.
This is gonna be one of those days, isn't it?
Hello there, Shadow. Reporting for duty.
Who invited the failed DeviantArt upload?
Now where the heck is Omega?
Hey, you're right. Where's the big guy?
Oh yeah, about that. We don't actually have Omega yet.
And why is that?
Oh, what I mean is, LEGO hasn't officially made Omega yet. But I'm sure we'd be more than able to make one for you.
Did someone say they needed a Lego build?
Oh, thank goodness.
Boy, I will tell you guys what, it has been an awesome time to be alive for LEGO fans who are also Sonic fans. Not only did last year give us these awesome sets that showcase some of the classic characters and zones, but the start of this year also brought us sets that were based on modern era. And sure, you could question how and why Knuckles has a giant fighting mech, but honestly, this set gave us all of Team Sonic, so I'm really not complaining. Though it did make me realize that we don't have all of Team Dark yet. These sets gave us Shadow and Rouge, but still no Omega, and even though there's a solid chance that LEGO will eventually get around to making him, I thought I'd spend this video showing you how I made my own LEGO Omega.
Make sure he's got guns. Omega loves his guns.
Well, now I know why LEGO hasn't made him yet.
For starters, I went ahead and inventoried all the pieces I used for this build, and you're more than welcome to grab a screenshot of it if you plan to make your own version of it, or if you want to try your hand at making the blue variant from the Archie comics.
You leak his blueprints and I'll leak your home address.
Bold of you to assume anyone wants to find Matt.
So without further ado, let's get building. We'll begin with the hips, starting with this rounded, reinforced 2x2, and these flat, rounded 2x2s. Put them on top of each other. And then you'll want this ball joint piece and this axle. Stick the axle into the ball joint piece, and then you can put that into the bottom of the flat rounded piece. And then we'll start constructing the little flaps. Take these red slope pieces and put them onto the hook pieces. You'll need 4 of them. The colors on my hook pieces might be a little unmatched, but honestly I'm not too worried about it. Start connecting them onto the rounded reinforced piece. And now we can start constructing the legs. So you'll need these ball socket joint pieces, as well as a few additional pieces. Start by connecting the ball socket pieces, and then the 1x2 ball joint gets connected to the bottom, and then start connecting these black 2x1s. And then you'll start connecting these black studded side pieces. This probably isn't the most accurate way to do Omega's legs, but it's honestly the sturdiest, so it's kind of just what I'm going with. Go ahead and connect them to the hips, and then we'll start the other leg. And I went ahead and chose a black 2x1 that has a hole in it, just in case we want to stick him to a base plate or something. So basically use the same method, but it's mirrored from the other leg. Go ahead and connect that to the hip piece, and you got Omega's entire lower half all finished.
When does he get to the guns?
Be patient, you gun-toting hamster.
And next up, we're starting with his torso. And I went ahead and put the studs into these 1x1 hook pieces because honestly they're a pain to get in and out. We got some more ball joint pieces here. And we're actually going to need this rounded 2x2, so go ahead and pull it off real quick. And we're actually going to use that for our torso base. Start putting the bottom sloped pieces onto it. And then you put on this 4x1 side studded piece, and then you put these other 2 on the back. And you can put these slope pieces on the side of the 4x1. Then you're going to use this handle piece and put that on the bottom of the back. Then you're going to want to stick these 2 flat sloped pieces onto this 2x2 with only one flat side. Then you're going to want to put the ball joint pieces right here. Then put a 2x4 rib right here. And we're getting closer to the head. And then on the front, you're going to put these 2x1 single studded pieces. This is where we get Omega's little nose piece. And then we finally got to Omega's thrusters on the back. And that is pretty much Omega's torso, so now we're going to start his head. And this is when it gets really intricate, because I got a neat little trick involving these lipstick pieces, actually. So we're going to start with those 2x1 black pieces, sticking them right there. Then we're going to use these side studded pieces. We're going to stick the lipstick into there. Then we're going to use this hollow 1x2 black piece. Whoops. Get the other lipstick into there. And then connect that with the 2x1. And then there you have it. Those are Omega's eyes. We're going to start putting his head together here. Get those yellow plates on there. And there we have it. That is Omega's head and torso. Perfect. And this is the really tricky part. We're going to put together Omega's shoulders. And if you feel like you need to pause the video for this process, I do not blame you, because this is where it gets really tricky. You're going to start with this 2x2 that has an elevated section on it. You're going to put the graded piece on the side. You're going to start connecting the ball joint socket. Oh, I did that wrong. 1 second. Ball joint socket right here. Other ball joint socket goes on top of it, the 2x1. Then you're going to put the side studded pieces right here. Same goes for the single ones right here. 2x2 black plate right here. We're going to put a single stud on this side. Flat plate goes on top of here, and then we're going to put the red handle right there. And then you're going to want to... Oh, I just realized I actually did this wrong. Let me correct something really quick.
Matt, did you just botch my robot?
No, he didn't. Be nice.
And that's going to happen. Don't worry if you build something wrong. It happens to the best of us. So this one actually goes here. And then the one with only 2 studs goes right here. And then finally the flat 2x1. And that is shoulder number 1. So that is all set on that side. Now we're going to build his other shoulder. Pretty much the same as before, but it's mirrored, and there is a slight difference because this shoulder actually has to have Omega's little Omega symbol. So start just like before with this 2x1 with the elevated side. Oh, I did that wrong again. 1 second. There we go. I made sure I got the right piece on the bottom this time. And then you're going to want to get those ball joint sockets on here. Use the side studded pieces like before. There we go. Stud, just like before. A flat 2x2. And the red handle. And then the curved piece again. And then this time you're going to use a 1x2 with studs so you can get this Omega symbol on there. I might eventually actually print out an Omega symbol sticker for them. That'd be kind of cool. But for now, that's kind of what we're using to mimic the symbol. And now we're moving on to the arms. You get your pieces laid out right here. We're going to start with his left arm. So start by getting this ball joint piece attached to this flat bottom piece. Get a 2x1 on there. And then we're going to stick the rounded red pieces onto there. Then a flat rounded yellow piece. And then we're putting together the hands. So that's... Oh, I realized I built that wrong again. There we go. So this is his left arm. And I'll show you how we do the hands later. But for now, we're going to work on his other arm. Again, ball joint on the flat bottom piece. Get the red rounded pieces, the yellow rounded piece. And then put together the pieces for his hand. I think I did that right. Yep, all good. His arms are all done, and we're going to move on to the fingers. I did the fingers by using some hooked notch pieces and sticking some silver-colored horns in them. And we're going to need 8 of those. So go ahead and start attaching them to the hands. And 1 for the thumb. Perfect. And now we move on to the other arm. Looks good. And there we have it. That is our Lego Omega.
I still don't see any guns.
He's getting to that. Shut up.
Now I also took the liberty of giving him some alternate hands, which are his little miniguns that he has in some of the games. So I have those as little alternate switch outs for him. But other than that, we are done.
At last I have been fully realized. Giant man who is named Matt. You have my gratitude.
Oh yeah, no problem, buddy.
There is only one problem. I see no Eggman robots to annihilate.
Alright, fine, here you go.
Our boy is so happy.
Don't touch me.